Today's topic is Roderick formula. Before starting the Roderick formula, let us start with the Legender's equation. It is second order differential equation, which is actually 1 minus x square d2y by dx square minus 2x dy by dx plus n into n plus 1 into y. Whenever we will solve this differential equation, considering the series as solution, y is equals to summation of r is equals to 0 to infinity ar x to the power m minus r. It is a descending series. Whenever we will assume that this will be the solution of this equation, and if we will simplify this, we get one of the solution of this differential equation as Pnx, which is indicated by this complete series. It is so difficult to learn the series, so we have a small notation for this. Pnx is equals to summation of r is equals to 0 to capital N minus 1 to the power r 2n minus 2r factorial 2 to the power n factorial r factorial n minus r factorial n minus 2r into x to the power n minus 2r. This is called Legender's solution of first kind, Legender's polynomial or Legender's solution, Legender's polynomial of first kind. Here, this capital N denotes that Pnx is a terminating series where capital N can be n by 2 when n small n is even, and it will be half of n minus 1 when n is odd. So the Roderick formula is Pnx is equals to 1 by 2 to the power n factorial n dn by dx to the power n x square minus 1 whole to the power n. Now let us try to prove this Roderick formula. So we will start with the right hand side of this formula, that is, let us suppose that y is equals to x square minus 1 whole to the power n. Say this is equation number 1. Now we will differentiate this equation number 1, differentiate equation number 1 with respect to x, and when we will differentiate it, we get y1, it is n x square minus 1 to the power n minus 1 into 2x. Now we will multiply this, multiply above equation by x square minus 1, so that we can get the value of y on the right hand side. So it will be x square minus 1 y1 is equals to n x square minus 1 to the power n into 2x. Now this can be written as x square minus 1 into y1 is equals to n 2nx into y. Say this is equation number 2. Now we want to differentiate this equation number 2 n plus 1 times, so that we get the Legender's equation. So here differentiate equation number 2 with respect to x n plus 1 times using Leibniz theorem. We have a theorem, Leibniz theorem, which can provide us the derivative, nth derivative of product of two functions. So suppose we have dn uv, so this can be written using Leibniz theorem as dn of u into v plus n dn minus 1 of u into dv plus n into n minus 1 by factorial 2 dn minus 2 of u into d2 of v, and the last term will be u into dn of v. As I have told you that we have to differentiate this equation number 2 n plus 1 times with respect to x using Leibniz theorem. That means we will use this formula which I have already told you, dnu of v plus n dn minus 1 of u into d of v plus n into n minus 1 by factorial 2 dn minus 2 of u into d2 of v, and so on. Here we will consider in this first term u will be y1 and v is equals to x square minus 1, and in place of n we will consider n plus 1. In the second term again u is equals to y and v is equals to 2nx. Now since we are differentiating n plus 1 times, so we will write here dn plus 1 x square minus 1 of y1 is equals to dn plus 1 2nxy. That means using this Leibniz theorem we will rewrite this as dn plus 1 y1 into x square minus 1 and then plus n plus 1 dn of y1 and d of x square minus 1 plus n plus 1 into n divided by factorial 2 dn minus 1 of y1 and d2 of x square. This is our left hand side, and now the right hand side can be written as dn plus 1 of y into 2nx, then plus n plus 1 into dn of y into d of 2nx. Now differentiating this, if we will differentiate y1 n plus 1 times, it gives us y n plus 2, and this x square minus 1 remains as it is. And here if we will differentiate y1 with respect to x n times, so it gives us y n plus 1. Differentiating x square minus 1 with respect to x gives us 2x, and then here we have n into n plus 1 divided by factorial 2 and dn minus 1 of y1, that means it is yn, and second order derivative of x square minus 1 is 2 alone. This is our left hand side. Now what about the right hand side? It will be yn plus 1 2nx, and then it will be n plus 1 of yn, and differentiation of 2nx gives us 2n only. Now look at here, the simple form of this derivation of n plus 1 at time, just we will add the subscript and the superscript. So we get yn plus 2 in the subscript. Here also we have n as a superscript, 1 as a subscript. So we will add these two, we get yn plus 1. Similarly here also we can adding n minus 1 and 1, we get only yn. Similarly we will solve in the right hand side also. Now collecting the coefficient of similar derivatives, that means here we have yn plus 1. Similarly here we have also yn plus 1. This term is the value of yn, that means here we have a coefficient. From here we can find out the coefficient of yn, and from here again we get the coefficient of yn. So we will collecting all these similar coefficients of yn plus 1 and yn. So in the first we get yn plus 2. From this, if we will collecting the coefficient of yn plus 1, we get n plus 1 minus 2 and 2x is common. Here also we have 2x, so 2x yn plus 1 is common. Now here we can cancel this 2 and we get n into n plus 1 and minus, it is n plus 1 into 2n. This is the coefficient of yn. Now after simplifying this, we get x square minus 1 into yn plus 1. From here it is equals to 2x yn plus 1, and from here it will be n plus 1 n minus 2n yn is equals to 0. which can be written as x square minus 1 yn plus 2. Sorry, here we have yn plus 2 plus 2x yn plus 1 plus it is equals to n plus 1 into minus n. So we will rewrite it as n into n plus 1 yn is equals to 0. So finally we can rewrite this equation as 1 minus x square yn plus 2 minus 2x yn plus 1 plus n into n plus 1 yn is equals to 0. Basically this equation can be compared with the Legender's differential equation which we have discussed earlier. Now if we will consider v is equals to yn, so this equation can be written as 1 minus x square d2v by dx square minus 2x dv by dx plus n into n plus 1 into v is equals to 0. This is Legender's equation, and the solution of Legender's equation, as we have discussed, that the solution is v is equals to cpnx, where pnx is the Legender's polynomial of first kind. Now the main important thing is that to find out the solution of this differential equation, say this is equation number 3, we have to find the value of constant c. Now how can we find this value c? We will again review the value of v, which is equals to yn. And now what is yn? It is the nth derivative of y, so this can be written as dny by dx to the power n. Now the value of y, that will be dn by dx to the power n. It is x square minus 1 to the power n, which we have assumed in our. So the value of y is x square minus 1 to the power n, assumed in the previous page. Now v is equals to dn of dx to the power n x square minus 1 to the power n. Now we will differentiate this n times with respect to x. Again we have to use here Leibniz theorem. Before that we will split this complete function as a factor of two different functions. First will be x minus 1 to the power n, and second one will be x plus 1 to the power n. Again we will differentiate it using Leibniz theorem, that is dn of uv, which we have already discussed, that is dnu into v plus n dn minus 1 of u into dv. So similar will be used over here also. Now which one will be considered as u and the which function will be considered as v? So let us suppose that here equals to x minus 1 to the power n and v is equals to x plus 1 to the power n. We have to differentiate it n times. So using this concept, u is equals to x minus 1 to the power n and v is equals to x plus 1 to the power n. So we have dn of x minus 1 to the power n into v, that is x plus 1 to the power n, plus n dn minus 1 of x minus 1 to the power n into d of x plus 1 to the power n, and so on. Now look at here. If we will differentiate this function x minus 1 to the power n times, we get factorial n, and this remains as it is. But if we will differentiate this, we get some value. Second term, n minus 1th derivative of x minus 1 to the power n will be factorial n divided by factorial 1 x minus 1, and the first derivative of x plus 1 whole to the power n will be n into x plus 1 to the power n minus 1, and so on. So if we will substitute x is equals to 1, all these terms starting from the second term will be 0 because of this x minus 1. So in each and every remaining term we get x minus 1. So after putting x is equals to 1, this will be 0. So we get only the first term, that is the value of v will be factorial n, and x plus 1 to the power n can be written as 1 plus 1 to the power n, and it is equals to factorial n. 1 plus 1 to the power n, that means it is 2 to the power n. And we know that in the previous equation since we have v is equals to c p n x, at x is equals to 1, this pnx becomes pn1 and its value is equals to 1. So compare these two, we get cpnx is equals to factorial n 2 to the power n, and since here we are putting 1, so its value becomes 1. So the value of c is equals to factorial n 2 to the power n. Finally we get c is equals to the power n, and here we have v is equals to c p n x. Substituting here the values of v and c, the value of v which we have discussed, that is dn of dx to the power n x square minus 1 to the power n, and the value of c is factorial n 2 to the power n into pnx. From this equation we get the value of pnx, that is 1 by 2 to the power n into factorial n dn dx to the power n x square minus 1 whole to the power n. This is our Rodrik formula.